Amen, 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 amen. The ministry of hospitality. Amen, amen. Amen. This series lesson here, this series book this quarter has been about ministries. All right, ministries. All right. And I told you at the beginning of this lesson, in this series, that find yourself a ministry. All right, all of us are ministers in some form or another. Amen. All right, so find yourself a ministry. Now I said, by the time you get through this here book, by the time you get through this quarter, you ought to have found a ministry that fits you. Amen. Now maybe this is one today. Maybe this is the one. Maybe today is the ministry that fit. That's my classic fit right there. I'm finna start me a hospitality ministry. Anybody want to start a hospitality? Amen. Oh, we just thank the Lord. We just thank the Lord. Lord, God is just so good. God is just so good to us. Amen. Amen. I just hate so much that I missed y'all last time that y'all were here. I mean, I just missed it. I just hated that to no end. But how many of y'all, the nice thing that I like about God, He always gives you a chance to redeem yourself. Amen. He always gives you a chance to redeem yourself if you want to. So I wanted to redeem myself and look at y'all back again. I just thank God for it. Amen. So if I don't do y'all a good lesson today, just know I was excited. Amen. All right, so let's get into this lesson here. The ministry of hospitality. The ministry of hospitality. What comes to your mind when you think of hospitality? I mean, most time when you hear hospitality, and we throw another word in front of it called southern hospitality. Oh, that's really good. That's sweet southern hospitality. And usually you think of a table spread. You know, you got the fried chicken and the macaroni and cheese, and the cornbread and greens. Usually that hospitality. When you start thinking of that, you usually think of a meal along with that. Not just any old meal now. It's got to be a good one. That's being hospitable, they can fix you the good stuff, the good stuff. Not at the box, I mean, they didn't have no can openers, they made this one. Oh man. I just remember my dad, he used to run revivals all up in Mississippi and Georgia and everything. And man, boy, I'm telling you, those folks were hospitable. They were hospitable. Oh my goodness, you come back and you gained a few pounds. And not only did you gain a few pounds, your trunk was full. They loaded your car down, you can't hardly buy. I mean, big old watermelons, preacher, you gotta take one. They didn't want to give you something because they were just hospitable. They were just so glad that the man of God came and brought the word of God. And they were just happy to see it. It's just hospitable. But hospitality is more than just a meal or giving somebody something. All right, hospitality it takes a couple of ingredients to make hospitality. If you want hospitality, you gotta kind of make it. It takes a couple of ingredients to make hospitality. Now the two ingredients that you need is a right attitude. Amen. All right, and the second ingredient that you have is a right action. Like water. Everybody knows what water is. Amen. There's two ingredients, right, to make water. You didn't put those two ingredients together, you don't come up with water. All right, you have to have H. Y'all chemical people here. H2O, right? You have one part of hydrogen, 2 parts oxygen. There we go. And when you get those two ingredients together here, put them together, and then you come up with water. Isn't that something? So to get hospitality, you got to put together your right attitude and your right action, and you come up with hospitality. Now you can have all kinds of forms of hospitality. You can have just all kinds of forms of hospitality, as long as you use that formula. So now let's look at the definition of hospitality. We know what it is in our mind. We done already said it, that's that table spread and all that good stuff on the table. That's hospitality, Somebody happy to fix your meal. That's in our mind. But let's look at the dictionary definition of hospitality. It says hospitality is the friendly reception. Friendly reception is the attitude. Friendly. Gotta be friendly. All right, one ingredient there. It gotta be friendly. All right, friendly. And treatment. There's our action. We're gonna treat them. So we got friendly and treatment. All right. The friendly reception and treatment of guests or strangers. The quality or disposition. There's an attitude. Disposition. All right. Disposition of receiving and treating. There's our action again. Guests and strangers in a warm, friendly, generous way. That's hospitality. You gotta be friendly. All right. You find that out. You gotta be friendly. All right, and you got to be kind of generous. All right, in your actions. All right. So, in the church, this attitude of hospitality in the church, because that's what we're talking about here. This is our Sunday school class, and we're talking about the church and everything. That attitude of hospitality has to come down from the top. Amen. All right, you ever worked in a company, and the company was about safety? All right, they should be about safety, but the boss didn't care anything about safety. If the boss didn't care nothing about safety, well, guess what the workers did? They didn't care too much about safety. But if the boss was stiff on safety, well, then guess what? He got the force down through the ranks. All right, so let's see how that looks in the church. Come over to 1 Timothy. 1 Timothy 3. Timothy 3. And this tells us, this 1 Timothy 3, the second verse here, tells us about one of the top ranking leaders in the church. All right? And what qualities they should have. All right? So if that's in the leader, that kind of got to flow down to everybody else. All right? So let's see what 1 Timothy 3 and 2 says. He says, a bishop, all right, it's one of the top leaders in the church, then must be blameless, husband of one wife, vigilant, sober, of good behavior, and this is a biggie here. This is a biggie. Given to hospitality, just giving himself over to hospitality. Oh, that's letting us know that if the top leaders got to have it, oh man, it really got to trickle on down to us down here, amen, to the lay members. All right, and let's come over to Titus. Let's see. Let's get some. That's what he has to have. That's the what. Let's see how it all breaks out down. I mean, because it's one thing to tell folks, just be hospitable. But you got to break it down. Let's see exactly how this thing works, all right? Let's go over to Titus. Titus. All right, don't have to go too far for Titus. It's the next book over. Don't go too fast. You run right past it, just like I did. Titus 1 and 7. All right. Now here we go with the qualifications of a bishop again, and it starts giving us some stuff here. It says, for a bishop must be blameless. Same thing like I said over in Timothy. All right. Must be blameless. As the steward of God. All right, that's the qualifications here. Not self-willed. too much on this hospitality thing. All right, if you want everything for you, hospitality ain't gonna be your strong point. If you want everything, it's kind of hard to be generous, all right, and have a friendly attitude when you want everything for you. All right, kind of hard, not soon angry, and be mad at everybody. If you mad at everybody, that's canceling some ingredients in hospitality there. All right, not given to wine. All right, not everything to satisfy your flesh. Just want everything to satisfy your flesh. All right, and here, this is another one here. No striker. A striker. Just want to give up. I'm going on strike. I'll forget them. You know? How you gonna be hospitable to folks and you just say, I'll forget them. I ain't studying it. You know? Because that's what a strike is, you know, that's a strike. When you walk off the job. You just walk off the job, forget it. You know? So you can't be there. Not given to filthy lucre. All right, sometimes to be hospitable, you got to spend some money. I mean, sometimes to be hospitable to folks, you got to go in your pocket sometimes. All right. So now, but the eighth verse here says, but a lover of hospitality. This is what I always say about that word "but." The word "but" cancels out all the stuff that was in front of you. All right, when you say the "but," that's a nice dress, but that cancels out nice dress right there. All right, I mean, I like your haircut, but forget I like your haircut. What do you got to say next? All right, so this is what he got to say next. All right, he said, not self-willed. Not soon angry, not given to wine, not striker, not given to filthy lucre, but, all right, so cancel out all that stuff.
That is what it is.
All right, so cancel all that other stuff, but a lover of hospitality. All right, if you want to be a lover of hospitality, you got to cancel out all that other stuff that just went before that but. All right, that's a lover of hospitality. Now this is another thing. I'm getting to the lesson. I'm working my way down. I'm trying to get there. Now, what? Oh my goodness. Oh God.
All right.
Take that.
Why do you want to have hospitality? I mean, we're kind of working on kind of what it is, what kind of ingredients you need to have to make some hospitality. Now the question is why? Because a lot of folks, they'll do what you say if they know why. I was working with some guys and I was telling them, guys, you got the lumber's too short. You can't put that over the window. It's got to be this long. And they said it's covering the window, but no, it's got to go wider than the window. And they couldn't understand. They just started fussing at them. You know, it comes 8 foot. You want us to make it 8 foot 12. You know why do we got to go cut another piece to go up? Why? So I had to take them to a finished house and show them that when they hang the curtains, this 8-foot piece that you put there don't go beyond the window, so when the people drill to put their curtains and curtain rods up, they don't have nothing to catch. And when they understood why I was fussing at them, I never had a problem with them again, because they would always make it long enough now. So but you got to understand, why are you doing this? So let's find out why you need to be hospitable. All right, come over to Hebrews. Why? Hebrews 13. Hebrews 13. Start right there. All right, this is why. I'm going to run down why real quick. 1 says, let brotherly love continue. Okay, always be nice. Let it continue all the time. All the time. Be nice. Be nice all the time. All the time. Be courteous all the time. All right? Have some ingredients of hospitality working all the time. That friendliness, that generousness, you know? And let it be working all the time. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unaware. That's the reason why we should always have a friendly attitude. That's one of the reasons why, all right, we should be generous. All right, I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about generous with a smile. Some people just hate to smile. It's like you charging them for a smile. I mean, almost like if I smile, it's gonna cost me $12 if I smile. And I done smiled enough today. I'm not, just to smile. You say, oh, hey, how you doing there? Oh, fine, man, good. Doing real good. Doing real good. You know, some folks, when you speak to them, they have an already programmed response. And I hope I ain't stepping on the way. Oh, here we go. All right, y'all just love me anyway. All right, how you doing, finding you? Yeah. People say that. How you doing, finding you? It's just already there. It's a photocopy response. How you doing, finding you? That's the one. I don't want that one. I want the one that's for me. Hey, Jeff, how you doing? This is the one I want. Hey, man, how you doing? I'm doing real good, man. How you doing? I'm doing terrific. All right. You know, good. How you? You know, give me some. That's being hospitable to people. You know, give me a little. I mean, say that for your coworkers at work. You know, but we gonna get to the coworkers at work. But sometimes you may entertain angels unaware. Okay, and you have to be nice to folks. My wife said I'm nice. My wife said I'm nice to everybody because I don't remember who they are. That's why she say I'm nice to everybody. I mean, young folks walk up to me in Walmart. Hey, Mr. Belle, how you doing? Fine, young man. How you doing? Everything good? You know. And after they leave, I say, baby, who is that? So I have to be nice to everybody. She say, I don't know. I don't know. That could have been an angel. I don't know. I'm supposed to know. It could have been an angel. But a lot of folks don't be nice to folks because they think, you know, oh, that can't be no angel. Sometimes your angel might not look like an angel. Sometimes your angel might not smell like an angel. All right. I don't know if I told y'all about my experience at the convention. All right. I was going to the convention. The convention just passed. All right. My son, he was supposed to come help me do some work there before the convention got started. But this guy, he forgot what time the cleaners closed on Saturday, and he had all this stuff. I'm telling you, son. So all of his clothes was there, so he had to hang over till Monday to get his stuff out, the cleaners and all. And I got all this work to do and everything, all this stuff to unload off the truck and all. You know, I'm like, Lord, what am I gonna do? But I'm heading on anyway. You know, I pull up to the church, back my truck in. And this guy comes up, big guy comes up and says, hey, my wife just kicked me out the car right out there. He said, man, can you give me a ride over to such and such a place? I said, yeah, I don't mind getting you a ride, but I got to take care of all my work first. I mean, I have no problem getting you a ride, but I got work here I got to do. So the guy says, well, let me help you do it. So the guy, I said, okay, all right, no problem. So the guy, he starts grabbing stuff off the truck. You know, I had a big old cooler, freezer, whatever, you know, and he grabs it just like he's been moving furniture for years. I mean, this guy picks it up right with his legs and everything. And then I said, well, I got to mop up the floor and everything. No problem, I'll get you some. Where's the solution? He puts the solution in there and get the mop. And he's swinging that figure 8 pattern like it ain't nobody's business. I mean, this fellow knew how to mop. So I'm like, what the world is this? And just, wow, thank you, Lord. I mean, I really appreciate this. So then the guy, we get done, the guy, okay, all right, hop in the truck, let's go. I mean, he didn't smell like no angel. angel. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. He didn't smell like no angel, unless this angel was hanging out behind the liquor store. I mean, this was the. So he hops in the truck, but I'm not worried about the smells in my truck. My truck probably smelled worse than that before. Okay, all right, don't worry about it. All right, so I'm taking him home. The guy, where I was supposed to drop him off, he directs me. It's directly on the way to the hotel where I was going. It was not 50 feet out of the way. Wow. It was. It's just when the Lord works something out, He just works it out. Amen. But I'm just saying, you got to be hospitable. Yeah. You got to be nice to folks, because you don't know who you're being nice to. Amen. You don't know who people are. Amen. I was trying to impress on my nephews. There's a couple of people that I work for, and I have my nephews with me over the summer, and these guys are pretty rich. I mean, these guys are well-to-do. All right, I mean, really, these guys are way up in the money. Mm-hmm. All right, but I was trying to impress on them that rich don't look like rich. No. Rich don't look like what they show you on TV. Mm-hmm. All right, these guys are really, really wealthy, driving an old Chevy. Mm-hmm. All right, and this other guy, he's out there cutting his own yard and everything. But these guys are, I know these guys are up there. I was trying to tell them, hey guys, everything ain't always what it looks like. Mm-hmm. So you got to be nice to folks, because you don't know who you're talking to. All right, I mean, somebody that could probably just promote you on up to something. I mean, just I mean, out of your dreams, and you're being mean to them. You know, because they don't look like what you think somebody of that status should even look like. The one guy we were working for, the guy owns a tugboat that runs back and forth from Tampa Bay to Alabama Bay. All right, these guys are just something, but they don't look like it. The guy drives up in a little old Ford car. Him and his dog. Don't look like nothing. All right, so you have to be careful. You have to be careful, because you don't know who you're entertaining. Why are some people hospitable? All right, why? Just why? Why don't some people just don't want to be hospitable? Okay. Sometimes folks are afraid if they get too close to people won't like them. All right, sometimes you want to be hospitable to folks, you gotta get close to them. All right, and a lot of folks feel that, man, if I get too close to folks, they won't like me, they won't like where I live, they won't like how I do this, and they won't like how this. I got some information from you from Psychology Today. Psychology Today. All right, about people liking you and not liking you. Psychology Today, they've done some studies, and they say that 50% of the people that you know, they're going to like you regardless. 50% of half of the people, it ain't nothing you can do to make they just like you. Isn't that comforting? Amen. To know that half the folks, they just like you anyway. Ain't nothing you can do about it. They don't like you. The study goes on to say that 20% of the folks, they're not gonna like you. It don't matter what you do. 20% of them, they ain't gonna like you. They just, they just ain't gonna do you. What the young folks say, they just don't do you. There's something about you and them. They just don't click. 20% of them. Now the thing is, you only got to worry about the 30%. That 30% don't know you one way or the other. They rather assume like you as to not like you. Yeah. All right, so that's where our hospitality kicks in. So if our hospitality kicks in, that 30% comes on our side. We got 80. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 80. Yeah, 80. We got 80% of the folks that be nice to them. Isn't that amazing? So that ought to just comfort your heart. Next time you're out talking to folks and witnessing or whatever, and being nice to folks and everything, just realize you got 50% of them won already. All right, that 30%, it's a matter how you, now that 30%, that's up to you. Now 20%, they got some issues. All right, let's keep all there. Why should we be hospitable? That's what we're just talking about. Why? We got one reason. You might be entertaining an angel, unaware. All right, you don't know where you're blessing at. Might be entertaining an angel. All right, be hospitable. All right, second one is Matthew 25. Come on, Matthew 25, real quick.
All right.
Matthew 25. Now, if you got something to say in this lesson, hey man, hey, speak up. Because these lessons to me, I'm just going to tell you. I guess y'all kind of know how I get about Sunday school. But Sunday school to me is like chicken.
Yeah.
I really love chicken. All right? And I love chicken so much until when I was about to get married and my wife, she came to see my dad for the first time, to meet him and all. That was the question he asked before we got married. Said, baby, can you cook chicken? He said, yes, sir, I can cook chicken. Y'all go on, y'all. It'll be fine, y'all. Did he ask you much more than that? I don't think he asked you much more. So if you cook chicken, baby, you're going to be all right with him. That will tell you how much I like chicken. But I say these Sunday school lessons are like chicken to me. You know, it's like chicken. Yeah. I'm easy to please. So these Sunday school lessons are like chicken to me. I will share. I will share the chicken. But you gotta ask. You gotta ask. So if you don't ask, I'll keep running. So if you want to say something in the lesson, you gotta hey, let me I'll keep going. So I like chicken. You can't mess it up for me either. You can't mess it up. Don't ask me if your chicken good. Don't ask me. Matthew 25. Matthew 25. Why? We're still talking about why? Because people do better when they know why. Matthew 25. 25:34. All right. Matthew 25:34. Here we go. Matthew 25:34 says, then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, oh boy, I'm going to tell you, when you go to see the King of Kings, that's where you want to be.
Yes.
You want to be on the right hand side. You don't want to be on the left.
All right.
You don't want to be over there with the goats. You don't want to be over there. All right? You want to be on the right hand. So these people, listen to this. Then shall he say unto them on his right hand, come ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was an hungered, and ye gave me meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in. Naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came unto me. That's hospitality. That is hospitality right there. All right? That's just a list of hospitality stuff. All right? All that. And then 37th verse. Then shall listen at this now. Listen at this. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, wait a minute, now hang on here. When saw we thee and hungered, all right, and fed thee? And Lord, wait a minute now, or thirsty. When did we see you thirsty and gave thee drink? I'm giving Jesus no drink. No. All right. When saw we thee a stranger and took thee in, or naked and clothed thee, or when saw we thee sick in prison and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these, my brethren, ye have done it unto me. Oh my goodness. Isn't that a terrific reason why? When you're hospitable, when you show people kindness, when you just enthusiastic kindness, all right, it is as if you are doing that to the Lord.
Amen.
All right, the scripture says, he that giveth to the poor is actually lending to the Lord. Wouldn't you like to lend to the Lord? He repays with terrific interest. He repays with terrific interest. when you lend something to the Lord. Oh my goodness. So now these people were righteous. Now I got a question. Did they become righteous because they were hospitable, or were they hospitable because they were righteous? See, this is the thing. A lot of folks like to do an action, all right, to get righteous. All right, but that's not how it works. When you're righteous, you just do the action.
Amen.
All right, you don't dress properly to get holy. It's because you're holy, you dress properly. All right, that's how that works. Oh my goodness. Now, so these people, they were righteous folks, and they were just doing what righteous folks do. They were saved, and they were just doing what saved folks do. All right, when you get saved, this kind of stuff just starts. Coming out of you, because you got that Spirit of God in you, and that Spirit of God, man, he just likes to give, and folks come up to him and want things done, you know, heal my daughter, heal my servant. Yeah, come on, I come to your house and take care of it. No, don't come to my house now. Just leave the word. You know, and a lot of us are like that too. You know, I mean, we want to be hospitable to people, but don't come to my house. You know, we're gonna get into that later. All right, so my thing is I'm trying to say that these folks here were not righteous because they were hospitable. All right, they were hospitable because they were righteous. Now that brings us to our lesson. Come to our lesson real quick. Well, you don't have to come real quick. It's so easy. All right, right here, Acts 16:13 in our Sunday school book here. All right, Acts 16:13. And this is Paul, and I'm just going to, for lack of a better word, or for clarity in my mind, see, because when I read the scripture, I have to make them clear in my mind, make them make sense to me. So in this lesson right here in Acts 16, Paul was running a revival. Okay, I know it don't say revival in the book. I'm just breaking it down for me. You might got it clear in your head already, but for me, he's running a revival. All right, and he's running a revival here. And this is what's going on at the revival meeting. All right? And on the Sabbath day, now the Sabbath day of the revival, he's there in town, he's running a revival. On the Sabbath day, while he's at the revival, we went out of the city by a riverside. So they went down by the river. Where prayer was wont to be made. So they were down there, and they wanted to pray down by the river. That's nice. You know, you got a revival, you know, and then on Saturday, a day of revival, you go down there by the river, and then all the saints will come out there, and they're going to pray down there by the river on Saturday of the revival. Okay, so, all right, and we sat down. They prayed, they going to sit down, and spake unto the women which resorted thither. So they was witnessing to the people that was living there. They was the residents of the people down there by the river. They were witnessing to him, talking to him. And a certain woman named Lydia, a seller of purple. So they was in an upscale neighborhood, because selling purple, you know, that's the royalty and all that kind of stuff. So she was kind of upscale down there, you know, because you live by the river, on the water and everything. That's a nicer neighborhood down on the river. So she was a seller of purple of the city of Tyre, all right, which worship God. Now this Lydia, she was worshiping God. Heard us. She was listening. She was listening to Paul down there. All right. Whose heart the Lord opened. The Lord opened her heart. All right. That she attended unto the things which were spoken of Paul. And when she was baptized, ain't that something? And that just works right in here. Yeah. The Lord's time is interesting, isn't it? We having a baptism service, they talking about baptism here. God is good. All right. And when she was baptized, and her household, she besought us, saying, if ye have judged me to be faithful to the Lord, come into my house and abide there. And she constrained us. Now, so what happened? This lady was down there by the river, all right? They were down there praying, talking to folks, witnessing, whatever, all right? And this Lydia heard him, all right? And the Lord opened her heart, and she got down there, and she got saved. Y'all want to know how I know she got saved? Because I read real slow. All right? And this is how I know she got saved. Because it says here, in the 14th verse, near the end, it says, I'll read the whole thing. And a certain woman named Lydia, a seller of purple of the city of Thyatira, which worshiped the Lord, heard us, whose heart the Lord opened. Here it is. This right here. That she attended unto the things which were spoken of Paul. Paul was talking. Paul was preaching about folks getting saved. All right? Paul wanted folks to have a conversion like he did. And that's what he was speaking. And this woman attended unto what he was talking about. There's a lot of times, a lot of folks come to church, they hear the word of God, the preacher's preaching salvation, get saved, sanctified, full of the Holy Ghost, call on the name of Jesus, and they don't never tend to that. This woman attended to it. All right, and after she attended to it, oh, that man, just the Spirit of God, that hospitality, that Spirit of God start flowing out of her. And it's like, hey, y'all in town here, y'all running a revival. I got a big house here. I got folk servants here, big room and everything. Hey, y'all don't stay at the motel no more. Come stay down here with me. All right, don't stay at the inn. Come stay with me. All right, that's what was going on there. But she didn't get that. Did you see how it happened? She got righteous first, and then she started being hospitable. So her hospitality, her being hospitable, did not make her righteous. When she got righteous, then she got hospitable. Oh, let me run out here. All right. Oh, boy. All right. Now this guy. I got to catch the Shunammite woman. Y'all remember the Shunammite woman?
All right.
Let's look at that for just a minute, okay? Let's look at that just a minute. Come on to 2 King. 2 King. 2 King 4. All right, 2 Kings, 4th chapter, 8th verse. All right, this is about the Shunammite woman. And this is just a wonderful thing here. Elisha's down there. I don't know if he was running a revival or not. Maybe he was. All right, but he was on his circuit. All right. In those days, they had a circuit. They go here and there. They go back here around and about, seeing folks and everything. So Elisha, he was on his circuit. All right, and it fell. 2 Kings 4 and 8. And it fell on a day that Elisha passed to Shunem. Okay? That was the city of Shunem. Where was a great woman. All right, another well-to-do person here. And she constrained him to eat bread, and so it was. Now, I don't know if this woman heard about the other lady that had the oil, and they were coming to repossess her children, for lack of a better word. They were coming to pay off her debt. All right, and he told her about the oil and getting there, well, you can read it. It's just a few verses up above that. I don't know if she said, man, if he can work a miracle like that, man, hey, I want that fella eating at my house. All right, I don't know if she heard about that miracle or whatever, but hey, if he can work that kind of miracle out, hey, come on here. I got to fix dinner for you. All right, all right. So, and it fell on the day that Elisha passed to Shunem, where was a great woman, and she constrained him to eat bread, and so it was. All right, that as often as he passed by, he turned in thither to eat bread. She must have was an excellent cook.
That's right.
She must have really cooked. Because it say every time he went by there. Every time he came to town, he went. You know, you travel, and you have certain places that whenever I get by Miami, I'm getting me a comforter. You know, I mean, whenever I get down to, there's certain places, you get around Boston, you got to get some clam chowder. You just got, it was like this, hey, when I come down there by Schumann, I know where I'm going. So he went there every time. All right? And she said unto her husband, behold now, I perceive that this is a holy man. This man is holy, man of God, which passes by us. He come by here all the time. All the time. All right? And let us make a little chamber, I pray thee, on the wall. And let us set for him thither a bed, and a table, and a stool, and a candlestick. He study his word in there. All right? And it shall be when he come to us, that he shall turn in thither. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. And it fell on a day that he came thither, and he turned into the chamber, and he lay there. All right? He accepted her hospitality. Now this is the thing, Oh boy, I got her. This is the thing. A lot of times when folks are hospitable, all right, and you got the Spirit of God in you, and you are hospitable, sometimes it's hard for us to receive hospitality to us. A lot of times it's like, come on, man, I'm gonna do that for you. I'm gonna take care of that. Don't worry about it. I got you. Oh, no, don't do that for me. Oh, no. Sometimes you have to just learn how to say thank you. Thank you. And just receive folks' hospitality. Because actually sometimes you're cutting up folks' blessings. They trying to bless you. Scripture says it's more of a blessing to give than to receive. They trying to give to you, and you just turn them, oh, no, I don't want, no. Because we always have that mentality of, I want to serve you. And the server don't ever get served. So sometimes it's okay for the server to say, thank you for serving me. All right? It is okay there. All right? But see, everything's got to be in balance. You can't go too far one way and too far the other way. You shouldn't be of the mindset of everybody ought to just serve me, everybody ought to be hospitable to me. No, or everybody, they should just know I need something. No, because see, sometimes in the church, interesting things go on in church. Real interesting things go on in church. Sometimes folks be in the hospital, they don't tell nobody. They don't tell nobody nothing. They've been in the hospital, all right, several days. Come back to church, don't say nothing and they miss church so regular, nobody ain't really know that they were, they ain't know, nobody ain't know, it was just their regular pattern, So they come back to church, and then somebody else, they back to go to the hospital, they tell everybody, oh, pray for me, I'm going to be in the hospital, and see folks just to start praying and bringing food by while they going and taking care of things for, just be in the hospital. And then the person that didn't tell nobody said, hey, nobody ain't do none of that for me. I was in the hospital. Nobody even know you was in the hospital. The scriptures say, he that is sick, let him do what? Call. In other words, let somebody know you sick. But how we supposed to know you sick and show you hospitality if you don't say nothing? All right. You didn't never say nothing. And then you get mad. Because everybody, just falling all over the other person and everything, because, they were out. Oh, my God. Oh, let me see. First Peter, in our lesson here, First Peter tells us about that. First Peter, 8th chapter, 1 Peter, 4th chapter, 8th verse. In our lesson here. And above all things, have fervent charity among yourselves. Really love each other. Have fervent charity among yourselves. Sometimes folks will have hospitality more on their job than they will with saints in the church. All right? Yes, sir, Mr. Schumann. Anything you want? Oh, man, I just thought you might need this, Mr. Schumann. Here you are. hospitable more to folks on the job than the ones in the church. And this is letting us know that we should really be more hospitable amongst ourselves. All right? Charity among yourselves. For charity shall cover the multitude of sin. Use hospitality one to another without grudging. Without grudging. All right? That grudging with hospitality works both ways. The giver of hospitality can be grudging, and the one that didn't receive hospitality, they can be holding a grudge against folks also. All right? So it's not good to be, gosh, man. This is the third time this month they've been in the hospital. I'm tired of going over there and taking insurance and rights. Let me get it together and go on over there. You know,
That's good.
It ain't no blessing in that. It ain't no blessing in that. All right. But when you see your brothers or sisters in a straight need or something, you know, it behooves us to help them out without grudging, because you never know where you're gonna fall in life. You might need that same service. Amen. And you wouldn't want folks to give that same service that you need that to you the way you gave it to them. Scripture says, do unto others as what? All right. Okay, remember that now when you have to, okay, all right. Let me finish up here. 1 Timothy, 5th chapter, 3rd verse. All right, we're in our Sunday school book here, down at the bottom. Honor widows that are widows indeed. All right? If you want to find somewhere to start using your hospitality, you don't have to go very far. You can look right in church. All right? You want to start your hospitality ministry? You don't have to go very far. All right? Start right here in the church. All right? We got some widows here. All right? We got some mothers here. Got some older saints that would just appreciate you just showering some hospitality on them. They would love it.
Amen.
All right? So now listen at this Honor widows that are widows indeed. All right? Let not a widow be taken into the number under 80 having been the wife of one man, well reported of for good work, if she have brought up children. All right? And that have brought up children doesn't mean that the widow has to have had her own children. All right? Some folks in the church, they never had no children, but they done raised a bunch of children. All right? I know a lot of the mothers and saints in the church helped raise me. All right? And one in particular, one of my aunts, she didn't have any children, but she raised me and she taught me some very important lessons in life. One of them was how to shut your mouth and not say nothing about everything you see. Amen. Everything you see, you don't have to say something about it. All right? You don't have to say something all the time just because you saw something. So she raised that up in me. But she never had no children. All right? Okay? And brought up children. She had large strangers. All right? Large strangers. All right, in our conventions, when the smaller churches were coming down to the Miami area, Hollywood area, no one got a hotel. Everybody stayed with the saints. Amen. Then when Bishop Belle moved up to Gainesville, and that was the smaller churches, and the bigger churches were coming there, that's when people started going to the hotel, because just couldn't accommodate everybody. All right, so that's how we started getting into going to the hotel. But this just have the attitude of lodging the saints. All right, even to the point that if I don't have any room for you at my place, but I'll chip in on a hotel room with you. I'll help you out. Here's some money for you with a hotel. If you ain't got no money to give them for a donation on the hotel, you give them a coupon. Oh, y'all don't like coupons? Coupons, I mean, y'all give me a coupon, but that's beside the point. But you don't have to actually take folks into your house to have helped lodge the saints. All right. Earlier we were talking about going to the prison, going to the jail. All right. When did you see me in jail and came and visited me? When did that happen? All right. A lot of times you don't have to actually go to the jail. All right. But if you're ever in Hollywood, in our church in Hollywood, and you put money in that offering, all right, you pay money in Hollywood, you have helped a prison ministry. All right. So that would be as if you have went to the jail. All right. Scripture says if you give a prophet a glass of cold water in the name of a prophet, you get what? The prophet's reward. All right. So if you sow into that ministry, into that church down there, it is as if you have sown into that prison ministry. All right. You've made the way for other folks to go and be involved in that. All right. If she have washed the saints' feet, if she have relieved the afflicted, all right, if she have diligently followed every good work, all right, and this all this is saying is people that are to show hospitality to, you should show it to people that done show hospitality in the service of the Lord. All right, some of the saints, they're getting up in age. All right, they can't show as much hospitality as they did when they were younger. And now it's time for us younger ones to flip that, because we done received a bunch of hospitality from some of the older saints. I ate up a bunch of the older saints' food. Amen. All right, so I got to give that back. Yeah. All right, so young folks have to understand that you got to give back in the church. Yeah. You just don't know how many of these mothers done prayed for you. All right, the went before. Oh, Lord bless that child. Oh goodness, I know he's going the wrong way. Lord help him. You know, and you got to give back to that. You got to give back to that in a friendly, energetic, generous way. All right. You young folks, y'all go off and make it big and everything. Y'all got to come back and have some hospitality to some of the older saints. Amen. All right, we got to turn that back. Got to turn that back. All right. So now, the rewards of being hospitable. I'm wrapping up here. There's some rewards. You get some rewards for being hospitable here. All right. And one of the main rewards that you get is you get friends. People that are hospitable, they always have lots of friends. All right. They may not know all their names like me. I can't remember none. You may not even know their faces. All right. But just the idea that you're a nice person, that you'll share a smile with somebody, you share a pleasant hello with somebody. I mean, you get a neighbor a hearty, hey, how you doing there? You know, I always used to get on my kids when they would see their classmates in the mall or something, and they just, hey, they would give them y'all go to school together. Hey, man, how you doing? Give them a big, you know, the heart. You just don't know what that does to folks when you give them a hearty hello. All right, I mean, you know, anybody give them. But then any old dummy can give them. Hey, that ain't much. Anybody can do that. That ain't nothing. All right, so you get friends, you get new relationships. All right, and this is one thing here. One thing that you get when you're hospitable. Remember we're talking about those 50% that like you already? All right? When you start being hospitable and nice and just friendly, that 50% that like you already, you enhance that. They become even better friends. All right? Friends that you got, they become even better friends. Oh my goodness, good. And another thing, this is the biggie. I'm closing out with this. This is the biggest reward that you get for being hospitable, is that it's pleasing to God. Amen. That's a pleasing thing to God, that you're hospitable. All right? When you're hospitable, they say you're actually being the hands and the feet of God. Amen. So that concludes our lesson. The ministry of hospitality. Anybody ready to start that ministry of hospitality? Amen. Let's be hospitable. Let's be hospitable. So right here we are going to raise our